Welcome to Craftory by PragerU Kids. Crafts, history, and your questions. I'm Jill, and today we're making a paper mâché baseball piñata to learn about what's called America's national pastime, baseball. Oh, we've got a question.
Why is baseball our national pastime? And what does that word mean?
You know, I've often wondered that myself. As for what the word means, well, pastime is an activity that someone does a lot for enjoyment. It's like a hobby. Baseball is known as America's national pastime because baseball has a very special place in American history. It helped shape our nation. Now, today's craft is a multi-step project, so if you're gonna do it, be sure to stick with me and ask your parent for help. Or you can always just watch and learn too, okay? Okay, here's what you'll need. A balloon, glue, water with a bowl, newspaper cut into strips, white paper also cut into strips, a red permanent marker, and wrapped candy. Yum. So how did the game of baseball start? Well, stick and ball games have been around throughout history around the world. But during the 1800s, a group of New York men called the Knickerbocker Baseball Club started making new rules for the game. In June of 1846, they used their new rules in a game for the first time. Many people believe the Knickerbocker rules became the laws of baseball. Let's get our project started, and I'll tell you more later. First, blow up your balloon. Ready? You're gonna wanna make it the size of a softball, a large softball. Good? This is a big softball, right? That's okay, I'm gonna go for it. Tie it. Ask an adult for help if you need it. This is the base for our paper mache. Now, let's get our paper mache mixture going. We're gonna do 3 parts glue and 1 part water. This is the sticky part. Into the bowl. And I'm just gonna eyeball this 3 parts glue, 1 part water thing, okay? Here we go. Let's do 1, 2, 3. 3 parts glue. And 1 part water. Eyeballing it. 1. Did it work? Yes. Stir it up carefully. Now we're gonna dip our newspaper strips into the glue and stick them on our balloon, 1 by 1. Are we ready? I think this is the messiest craftery I've ever done. Into the glue. Cover the whole strip and then stick it on. This is gonna get really yucky. You wanna overlap the newspaper with each other so that they all stick to each other when they dry. You can go different which ways as long as you cover it up. Very important. Leave a small area empty around the end of the balloon here because at the very end, we're gonna need to pop our balloon later and use the hole to fill up our baseball with our candy. Let's get this balloon finished, shall we? Fully covered? Fully covered? Once you're done, put this in a safe place to dry. You can put it in a sink, you can put it on a towel, you can put it on a paper plate like me. Ask your parent. While we're waiting for this to dry, I'll tell you a little bit about baseball being part of our history. Baseball has been part of America's wartime history. During the Civil War, soldiers would play baseball between battles. During World Wars I and II, hundreds of Major League Baseball players served in the U.S. military. And in 1942, President Franklin Roosevelt even stated how it was best for the country to keep baseball going, to give people hope and happiness during that very difficult Second World War. Okay, let's check on our baseball in the making. Almost dry? Let's wait a little bit more. All right, is it dry? Is it dry? Yeah, it is almost dry. All right, once it's mostly dry, let's add another layer of glue and paper, but this time we're gonna use our white paper strips. Here we go again. Strike 2, right? Is that what I'm on? So professional baseball leagues started forming in the late 1800s, and the two leagues that lasted from this time were the National League and the American League. By 1903, champions from both leagues were playing each other in Major League Baseball's World Series. Are we done yet? There we go. There we go. There we go. Is it looking like a baseball yet? Almost. Now, once you're done, you're gonna let this dry for 24 hours. Yes, you heard me right. 24 hours, a whole day. And yes, don't forget to clean up. Hi, okay, is your baseball dry? Ours is. Time to pop the balloon inside. I'm gonna use a pair of scissors. 1, 2, 3. There we go! Let's get this balloon out of there very carefully. Okay, here's our baseball. Time to fill it with candy. Of course, I'm gonna get candy that looks like baseballs to put inside of our baseball. Okay, drop it right inside. This is the best part. It's basketball inside of a baseball. All right, so we've got our candy in here. Our piñata's ready to go, but we need to cover up this hole to make it like a real piñata. You can do it with paper and glue, or does anyone have any white tape? Thanks. Perfect. So before I draw the baseball stitching on this, let's talk baseball. What team has won the most World Series? The New York Yankees, with 27 wins. The St. Louis Cardinals come in second with 11 wins, and the Boston Red Sox and Oakland Athletics are tied for third with 9 wins each. Okay, time for our red marker because we've got to draw on the classic baseball stitching. Should I do it? Should I do it? You really should do this with a pencil first, but I'm gonna go for it with my big red pen. Kind of hard, but just stick with it. All right, now draw little V's. Little V's all the way around. Take me out to the ball game. Ta-da! Who plays baseball? If you're a baseball fan, you might know these really big names. George Herman Babe Ruth played for the Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees, won 7 World Series championships, and was once the all-time leader in home runs. Jackie Robinson became the first Black American to play in Major League Baseball in the modern era in 1947, and he played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He won a World Series championship and was the first Black American to win the National League's MVP award. Hank Aaron played for the Atlanta Braves and broke all sorts of records, including Babe Ruth's record for home runs. Baseball is America's national pastime and is a special part of our U.S. history. By bringing people together during hard times and uniting us through sports and competition. We hope you had fun. If you've got ideas or questions for our next Craftory, send them our way. Keep crafting, keep learning, and keep celebrating land of the free and home of the brave. Anybody have a bat? Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. You know we've got more episodes, right? Watch the whole series on our website. And parents, you can subscribe at PragerUkids.com.